Michael, I also wanted to ask you about your reaction as a historian to the arguments that Democrats are making. You often hear them making these arguments sort of by proxy. Like Mary Kay Scanlon, who was just here, vice chair of the Judiciary Committee, she thinks they should open an impeachment inquiry. She's been open about that. She's been very articulate about it. When I asked her here, well, why isn't that happening? She's sort of arguing by proxy, saying what other people are saying is that Democrats worry about the political consequences of that. And the way that usually gets shorthanded when people draw a historical analogy is to the Clinton situation, that when Clinton was impeached in the House in 1998, it obviously failed in the Senate, and politically it was seen as something that boomeranged on the Republicans, ending Newt Gingrich's career, among other things. Right. What do you make of that argument, whether it's implicit or explicit? Do you think there are appropriate historical parallels to draw between this situation and that one?
Not much. I've never been impressed by the Clinton situation as a precedent for this, showing us what might happen. Clinton was in the high 60s in approval, very much different from Donald Trump. The offenses he was accused of were, in retrospect, a lot more modest than the possible crimes that we're reading about in the Mueller report. So if you're looking at the Clinton case and saying, does this show us that if the Democrats begin a House impeachment investigation, they have to worry about losing an election next year? I think that's a really false parallel. And the other thing, I think you said it a little bit earlier in the program, you know, all very nice. The more important thing is those members of the House, they all took an oath to protect and defend the Constitution. And if they do not do anything about these possible crimes that Robert Mueller has described very vividly in this report, they're essentially saying we're not going to, we don't care about the rule of law. And obstructing justice, if that's what Donald Trump has done, that will become the new normal. And later presidents will feel very free to do it too, because they'll just say the House will not do it if they think that it will get them into political trouble. What should always prevail is a feeling by members of the House that they're going to protect the Constitution. And if they do not do that, we're going to be in a lawless society and we will lose our democracy.
Michael Beschloss, NBC presidential historian, thank you for that very sobering perspective, sir. It's always great to have you here. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much.